Hello everyone, this is Usually Dead, and I have returned today to talk about Perfect Cherry Blossom, the second Touhou game that was released on Windows. And I realize that this and every other Touhou game has just been done into the dust by every other reviewer and Let's Player out there. But I still wanted to talk about Perfect Cherry Blossom today because I know on our last Touhou related video, we discussed a lot more of the hard media regarding Touhou, like the music, the graphics, the portrait art, the fan art, and that kind of thing. This time around, I want to talk more about Touhou in kind of a conceptualized sense, and specifically how it relates to the fan community and how the fan community has reacted to the ideas and the media put forth by Perfect Cherry Blossom. And of course, this game here is a very good choice for that because Perfect Cherry Blossom is a fairly mature Windows title for the Touhou series. It's been out for several years, and the characters that are here have been around for a very long time, and the fan community has had plenty of time to have its way with it. So we'll discuss that stuff as we're going through with this. This replay we're about to watch here is a replay that I did just earlier today using the Reimu B configuration. It's not a very good replay, but it's good enough for our purposes here. So let's go ahead and get started, and we'll talk as we're going through here. And begin. Now, I want to start by saying that Perfect Cherry Blossom is the first of the Touhou top-down shooters that I seriously started dumping a lot of my life into. Especially, and I don't want to say that it's just because Perfect Cherry Blossom has that much content, because it's more just because Perfect Cherry Blossom is that hard. I think it's no exaggeration to say that it's the second hardest of all of the Touhou games on the Windows platform. In my opinion, the first hardest one is the embodiment of Scarlet Devil, but this one is really tough, and I have a lot more trouble with this one than the others. But it did have a lot of really nifty music, really awesome characters that were exposed here, and we're going to see the first one popping up as our mid-boss here, a return from the prior game. Ah, there she is, our Ice Fairy. Now, okay, so first of our fan community that talks here. The Ice Fairy, there's a lot of argument over how her name is supposed to be pronounced. And in Japanese, the Japanese phonemes for it, as rendered in kana, would be Chiru no, which is kind of like Zun's really weird attempt at making a pun on the English word chilly, like for cold. But when I look at the way that it's spelled in English, C-I-R-N-O, I say it's Cyrno. And I know there's a lot of people who are going to hate me for saying that. That's how I see it, that's how I read it in my own head, Cyrno. Go ahead, get the stake and the kindling, get the tar and feathers. Yeah, okay. So, here's our first boss, Lady White Rock. Now, because she's the first boss, she has a larger hitbox than do the subsequent boxes here. You'll notice that the needles that I'm shooting at her are impacting her, even though they're not really touching her feet. So she's got a larger hitbox to make it easier to hit her. And the fan community has taken this as a joke to mean that she's fat, that she's chubby. And often when she appears in Dojinshi, you'll see her, having her weight poked fun at by the other characters, especially Cyrno. And there's a fan idea that she lives in a refrigerator, which is cool. I mean, I would like to have a winter spirit living in my refrigerator. It would save on power bills, and I'd have someone to say hi to every time I went for the milk. And she could use my popsicles. What she uses them for is up to her. It's none of my business, just as long as she tells me beforehand so I don't eat them. Okay, also, and there's a little bit of a gameplay aspect here. You'll notice that my character down there is remaining unfocused whenever possible. Now, in my Subterranean Eminism review, I was focused pretty much constantly whenever I was in a boss fight because it allowed me for more accurate movement. I'm not doing that here because it has a scoring benefit and a strategy benefit as well. And then we'll have more time to talk about that in the next videos.